Hello and welcome to another episode of The Ramblings of a Dead Madman. Nicole. Hi, long time no see. I miss seeing that pretty, frivolously mischievous, secretive smile. Well, maybe it's partly because I haven't been showing up there at Tim's, because the damn CIA keep poisoning me there, as well as other places. I'm not feeling too good right now, so I'll release that nagging secret that's probably been bothering Cindy. Yeah, she was her father's favorite baby. Mine too. Her father one time stood stiff in his chair, looked me in the eye piercingly, and with a real look of loss, told me if he could walk, he would get a gun and shoot me, 'cause I stole his baby. I can still picture him. Anyhow, one of Cindy's best friends, the Australian, is actually the spy. Therefore, Cindy is simply just a job for this super spy. This super spy actually set her up the last time I saw Cindy on Douglas. 'Twas no accidental meeting. Well, on a more serious note, you have made any good from the info on that desk? Check below, there are some who did, and a few more like that Canadian doctor from back east that was imprisoned in Syria, I think for a year, then released a few years back. The day before he was going to trial here, I sent the 3 emails within to the lawyer the next day. The judge threw out the case. Then later he got $10 million for his sores. Or was it my email? Even before this, the reporters insisted I send the 3 emails within to this rather influential 911 widow. She got $5 million for her loss. There's a lot of info in that deciphered Bible for those who can take the time to do more deciphering there. Maybe Art might find something. My writings have really only caused me such grief. I'm going to miss Johnny. He was the only one I really spent a lot of time with. The CIA has been trying to isolate me for years. They finally accomplished their mission. I was thinking of getting a dog to talk to, but you're not allowed in this building. If you find me talking to some tree someday, you'll know why. Anyhow, you'd probably even dance with this spy, because I think he has been going with Johnny to the Sticky most weekends. He even stays at his house afterwards. John really wants to be important. Maybe this is it. The CIA did not create this malware. They actually acquired the software from a small Indian software developer. They really stole from them. This was actually about 2 years ago. Since then, they have added their own destructive twists to it. When one is a VIP like me, when you think you are logging onto your ISP, you're really logging first into the CIA's computer so they can have full control editing of your writing. This poor fellow, Danny Haig, he's been so earnestly looking for this problem with a name or title or something that equals to the name of Mabus. M-A-B-U-S. But he just has no idea of exactly what he is looking for, or even where to start. So that he could become some kind of a hero and stop whatever he imagines this to be. Well, maybe this has already happened, but I will not say any more, because 'tis just not the right time yet. A few more incidents need to happen first. I spotted some signs that lead me to believe that both writers were here just a few weeks ago. John and Davy Loney. I don't know if I told you about our buddy Victor. Well, if I didn't, here's some of it. Well, that's not all in the past. While I've been spending some time with Albert Chabed, some strange things have happened along the way, and I just never thought much of them till the other day when he failed to show up at my place in order so I could realign some of his neck muscles, because he complained of a few problems and he seemed to be looking forward to this session. In the meantime, I've just been wondering about this. If one puts everything into perspective, it also means that he has in fact been actively informing on me to the CIA. Oh yeah. Believe it. Albert is an avid Nostradamus follower, reader. He's just not very good at either translating or deciphering. And I was most willing to enlighten things for him. However, I now realize he was not the only one being enlightened. So was the CIA. Anyhow, a few months ago he walks into A&W for the usual coffee and starts telling us about this horrid accident he's just had a day or two before. He went on to tell us about this ordeal, but just couldn't remember some stuff, because he'd smacked his head in the process. Well, we took it all in stride. For the next several times we'd seen him, he seemed to go to extra lengths to make sure he knew he was dealing with a serious head problem. Well, now I firmly believe he didn't even have an accident at all. This was just a show. A show. Just so he could get paid legally. For a lump sum, I believe, of over $500,000. Because there is no other way to pay him for this really illegal operation they have done and are doing on me. But this is not for the accident. It is in fact for the information he'd acquired from me for all the cheap deciphering I had done for him. More precisely, the deciphered Bible. He had the supposed accident a day after he received my email of the deciphered Bible? There's a powerful info in that writing. I'm guessing that I just couldn't mentally take it anymore. Fresh information for me, and just wanted out of this situation. I heard through the grapevine he might have done a minor illegal problem. This problem would not have even been noticed. As far as I can tell under normal circumstances, I am pretty sure that this problem was actually induced by the CIA. Let me explain. The CIA has a special elite team, formerly known as the Remote Viewers. What this really means is that they have a team of people who have taken lessons and learned exhaustively the same knowledge and abilities as a super psychic. This might be okay under normal circumstances, however, these thought intruders actually abuse their knowledge and abilities, and these tactics were used on Albert. This was so he would be forced to spy for them. I also believe there was a smear job done on me just for good measure. Let me give you an example just in case you're still in doubt, or have some reservations. Let's say these remote viewers wanted to know what you are doing right now, for instance. They actually could. All they need is your name or address, a picture even, and they just relax focusing on you and are able to mentally see you, know what you are doing, and possibly even be able to smell your surroundings. Even better than having a camera spying in on you. But reserved only for those who are so lucky to be on the VIP list, like me. They can and do influence a person to do practically whatever they want you to do, to accomplish whatever is on their mind at the time, even just for their fun. Yeah, I have been a pawn many times just for their entertainment. Only VIPs get such attention from the CIA. Pretty scary stuff, eh? Problem is, this is reality for the CIA. This is only part of the problem. I have a much bigger problem. I have the leader of the team right here as my neighbors. My neighbor being Chris Angel. Oh yeah, he lords over 24/7 from his bedroom window on the top floor in the corner across from my living. Oh, for sure he finds great interest watching me all day long. I really wouldn't be telling you this normally, but just in the past several days I found another informant. This is really a shocker. Johnny. It's only a shocker because the timing was wrong, because I told him he was being set up for a specific time later. I have indeed been telling him that his newly acquired friend is really not a friend, but is just using John for this job, because he is really a spy. When I told him many times, but this never sunk in until about a month ago. Then his curiosity got the best of him, and he made the horrid mistake of asking his supposed friend if indeed he was a spy like I kept harping. Well, one does that, you automatically break his cover. Right then, serious things have to happen. I should know, because I got poisoned every time I revealed one of the spies I'd noticed. How I was able to spot John so clearly was, his attitude had completely changed in the past few times I'd seen him. Then he made the fatal mistake of trying to give me his television just because it looked like I needed it here in the living room. Well, Johnny doesn't ordinarily give anything unless the TV has been returned just for my surveillance, and they're giving him one of those latest super high-tech TVs. That's his nature. I really screwed up that moment because I was just a little angry then, because I just knew he was just setting me up. I know just how badly he really has been wanting one after spending some time viewing mine. Last time I saw him, I told him Victor was probably getting at least $5,000 per month for just talking to me whenever I show up at the coffee shop. And in fact, John should get much more, just because he is that much closer to me and we do spend a lot of more time together. I find it terribly distressing they stung John so bad, because it looks like he's lost half a soul or half a heart. The irritable John I knew is no more. He's turned into something else. We had a lot of laughs together. He looks like a zombie, like some of these cases that have come of the heavy-duty shock treatment. Heavy-duty shock. Larry knows very well Victor doesn't do anything unless he is well paid, and then gets a kickback as well, and a gratuity, and if possible, then try to weasel someone else to actually do the job for him. That's his nature. I know this for a fact, because just as soon as I finally realized he was indeed spying on me and I released it on the internet, he stopped showing up at the coffee shop, and instead his daughter, Renee, started taking his place. She's not nearly as good at the spy game as her father, Victor, because he's just a natural at it. This job suited him like no other job could. He fooled me for a long time, even though they were questionable times. Well, how do you like them apples or oranges? Were they? Maybe bananas. Well, according to Rumsfeld, I think, only the CIA could actually tell you for sure. Me and John heard him say this on his TV one day, and it's been a joke since. Good for many laughs. If only John realized the full dynamics of the statement.